Excited about that.
Cool. We're good here.
Hello to everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Today's Titan Tuesday. It is question and answers. It is helping you guys get where you need to go to and answering any questions that are holding you guys up. And then I'm going to start off today talking about lightweight and what your guys' take is on lightweight. So I know everybody asks lightweight, lots of reps, heavyweight, low reps. But it's interesting that I keep talking about use as heavy as weight as possible for any rep range you're doing. I don't care if you're doing 1 rep or you're doing 20 reps, but it's heavy weight for those rep range. Again, use as heavy weight as you can for the rep range you're doing. And the reason I say that is this, because I know that you guys are focused on a pump, but I am focused on actually just trying to turn the fibers, and then the side effect of heavy weight, which is bone density and healthy connective tissue. Again, I'll say this again. Heavy weight is healthy bone and connective tissue. So when you guys always say that you guys have a problem, you got an injury, you got bad shoulders or something like that. What can I do to get that back? First thing is range of motion is the number one thing. Range of motion is key. So you want to start getting back to the best range of motion you possibly can. The secondary thing is that you want to build up that connective tissue. All right? And that's for everybody. Connective tissue is key if you guys really want longevity. You ever see a guy go into the gym and he trains for a year and he looks great? But the style of lifting he did was basically just kind of like light weights, lots of reps, which will get you in shape. Let me say this again. Light weights and lots of reps will get you in shape, okay? It's not like it won't get you in shape, mostly if your diet's good. And the majority of bodybuilders go lightweight and lots of reps. So it's proven that it will get you in shape. What I am talking about is this. Compare that to a power lifter that goes in there and does heavy weights. And again, powerlifters nowadays does heavy weights, and their rep ranges are much higher than they used to be. But with that being said, after that year is up, those two guys leave the gym. Now the guy that did the lightweight and lots of reps disappears quickly. That beautiful physique that he created for the show, and he dieted down for the show, and he gets on stage and it's beautiful. It's like a god's physique. And then 3 months later, he looks like a completely different person and a shadow of himself compared to the power lifter that looks still big and thick. Because there's a density that the power lifter built, that thickness, that density of the muscle. And that's what comes from heavy weights, and that's the stuff that just sits there. So I'm one of these guys that have been lifting for 40 years. And so I try to diet down, and I try to get to these extreme numbers, really light for me. And it's almost impossible. And so I find myself at a ridiculous calorie cut with a large amount of cardio added to it to try to tear off muscle, because that muscle has been lifted so heavy and it's so dense that it's hard for me to get light. It is almost, unless I'm dehydrated, 2 days, no water, and so on and so forth, it's hard for me to get below 240 pounds. So think about that. Where you guys get people into the gym, they train for a good 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and then 3 months later their physique is completely gone. That's what I don't want for anybody. I don't want that for you guys. What I'd like you guys to do is, now I know all of you have my workout plan. You guys are all on my on either the Shred, the Titan Challenge, Pro Secrets, the 30 days, the strength gains, all those programs. I hope you are using, and somebody asked this today too, I hope you are using as heavy weight as you possibly can for the rep range you're doing. So if you're doing 4 sets of 12, it is as heavy as you can to get 4 sets of 12. Now, if you come up short and hit 1 set of 12, a couple sets of 10, and a 9, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. At least you're pushing as hard as you possibly can to try to get to those 12 reps. And then on top of you just kicking ass, the side effects from that is the muscularity that you are building, you get to keep. That shape, you get to keep. And that's what I really want for all of you guys. Let me see if I got any questions over here. So just for anybody that just checked in, your biggest thing for you guys is the fact of lightweight, lots of reps, heavyweight, low reps, neither. It is as heavy as weight as you can for the rep range you're doing. Okay? Simple enough. And I will break this down to make it simple enough. If you guys keep trying to make this thing confusing, you're gonna have a lot of years of just no process, no getting better. The gains will be slow, and this is not what I want for you guys. So somebody checked in on here. I guess they might be new or something. Yeah, this is for question and answers right here. So let's see. Big Stevie, hi guys. Franklin, what's up, buddy? Great job. Hey, I want to talk about something real quick here. My boys over, Franklin over here. Let me set the stage for everybody here. So I got my boy over here, and he is doing the 30-day fast start. And so we are just kicking ass on the 30-day fast start and the 30-day blitz. These things are just, you guys are getting into it. It is a program I put together to just go right into metabolism and burning and get the body going. Now, with that being said, everybody did their 30 days. And so great job again to everybody. And so what we have here is somebody that did the 30 days. And now what I'm going to do is take this week and get them on a balanced carbohydrates with no fasting or anything like that, and break down the cardio and take the weight training down to 60-70%, so your body recovers, it relaxes. So what's going to happen here, which is so cool, because I'm doing the dry out week, and so this will kind of explain the whole process that I'm doing as well as what's happening here. So Franklin, what he did was he started eating. He started enjoying a little bit, maybe a little bit more than 150 or 300 grams of carbohydrates. But he blew up, I think he said about 15 pounds in a day and a half. And he was like, holy cow, I look tighter, I look better, I'm filled out. So what that process is called a fill out, a dry out phase. And that's what I'm doing right now. So as I get ready for these photo shoots coming up, I am playing with my carbohydrates, and then I'll bring the carbohydrates back up and bring the training down. So the muscles fill out, they recover, they look twice as big. And then also that water that you normally carry, you kind of got the inflammation or retaining water, all that leaves and you just get sliced. It's a beautiful thing. So anybody that wants to try the dry out, for my Titans, no sweat. We'll do that if I feel that you're ready to do the dry out. It is not something that you can just do because you want to do it, or if you're 70 pounds overweight, it's not going to do the same thing. This is closer down to where you are getting to your goal, getting to your goal weight, getting to your body, dream body. Then we'll do the dry out. Okay, so hopefully you guys understand that. Let's see if we got any other questions here. Okay, here's a question about TRT. Testosterone replaced therapy. Here we go. Appointment with the doctor is tomorrow. I will message you. Okay, yeah. This is just one of my clients that has possibly low testosterone, so we want to make sure that he's getting the blood work in. He's checking in with the doctor, and then we will decide after the fact if we are going to get him on some things to bump up his testosterone. So for you guys at the YouTube and Facebook and the Titan crew, I can't stress enough the importance of trying to get your blood work done and find out where you're at. And I don't care if you're 20 years old or 60 years old. I've been one of those guys that have been low testosterone my whole life, which is beneficial for me because it kept me youthful and healthy and the joints healthy. And I was also not in a rush to put on the muscle. I was already a big kid. So that in some sense is okay if it's still in the range. But if you guys are like drop below the 350 range, like a couple of the clients were down to 200, which is so low for a guy. And then you risk other things, prostate problems and stuff like that. So make sure to get your blood work. Again, I've given the links to who I recommend that you guys see and talk to. I will give you a link here at the end for you guys for your blood work. And with that being said, if there's any more Titan Crew questions, I'd love to answer those. And David, thank you for checking in. I know this is tough for everybody when they start talking about, or it shouldn't be, but in today's society, everything's tough to talk about, I guess. When you talk about TRT or low testosterone, don't feel bad about that. Doesn't make us any less than anything else. And again, I've been low my whole life. So, yeah, just if I can tell you, we got to check it, make sure you're healthy. Because the important thing here, health. Let's be healthy. I don't want you to live to 100 and be crippled and bad knees and all this and that. I want you to be able to be vibrant like Robbie Robinson at 73 years old, squatting 405. I want you to be savage and enjoy this life. So remember that. Everybody remember that. All right. Let's see. I finally got the, here's a question. That's 21 pounds in 28 days. So one of the people that was doing my 30-day fast start dropped 21 pounds in 28 days. Give me 1 second to finish reading this, guys. Sorry about the silence. Okay, so Adam is doing the 30-day fast start, and I talked about this over on the 30-day group. One of the big things is if you have done the 30-day fast start, I told you to take a week to let the body recover, break it down, slow it down. So Adam, make sure that you go over and check in with the group. What I'd like you to do is take in 150 to 200 grams of carbohydrates every day. Back down the cardio to a half an hour, and take the training around 60%, all right, and do that for a week, and then restart the program, okay? Let your body recover from the 30 days. Again, programs are set up, and this is a good lead-in for you guys, because I think most of you don't understand this. I set up the programs for 30 days or 9 weeks or 12 weeks, and that's a period of time that I have a ladder method to it. There's a reason why you start here, do the rep range, and finish over here. Then what you do is you stop for a moment, you change the calories, changing the calories throughout the whole thing, and then you restart it. Now, if you are going into the gym and you have no game plan, you're just going, I'm going in the gym and I'm training chest, but there's no rhyme or reason for it. I'm going to do incline, jump over there and do dumbbells, and I'm going to jump back here and do flies. Trust me, you're going to look the same in a year. You got no game plan. You don't have it set up. And one of the biggest faults people make is thinking that you just go into the gym and you train, that gets you in shape. It doesn't. A plan gets you in shape. And you guys saw me take Heath Evans, who's been training his whole life, and goes into the gym, and every day it's just blast, blast, blast. Where I stopped him from doing that, made him train at 70% compared to his 100%, and I finally got his body in shape in 12 weeks. Now we put a plan together. Then we trained smarter, not harder. We lowered the intensity, made sure the nutrition was doing it right. So we did all this aspect that you guys you forget, or you don't even comprehend this. And I'm gonna say you don't comprehend it. I'm gonna be kind today. I'm gonna say maybe you don't understand that. But there's a plan, there's a reason why you do reps, there's a reason why you do 3 sets or 4 sets or 5 or 7 sets of something for the rep range you're doing. There's reasons for that. And if you don't understand that, get a trainer, get my program,
all those aspects. But if you're going into the gym and you're just doing your own thing, you're not going to make the gains. All right, last question over here before we go. Let's see. Mona Mirison asked, oh, wow. Wow. This is a great one. Question is, people want new programs when they hadn't finished the old one. Or maybe they did finish the old one, but they want to start something new. Again, it doesn't work that way. If we're trying to build muscle, let's say, then you're on Pro Secrets. And what we're changing is your nutrition. We're changing your nutrition through that period. We're not changing the program. That program is 12 weeks, and then we go 12 weeks again, and then 12 weeks again. Here's the thing that you need to comprehend. A plan is 12 weeks with a certain amount of calories as we change and go through. You build more muscle, we add more protein, we feed that. If you want to tighten up, then we play with the calorie intake, we play with the fats and the carbohydrates. All those kind of things go along with the program. Okay? Now, after you finish one program, it doesn't mean you need to switch up. I understand that you may get bored of the same program again. But if you understand that it's the program that got you there in 12 weeks, and it's just going to do even more the second time, even more the third time you do it, then I think you would stay with it. But I understand that you guys may get, and that's why I don't like training people online one-on-one, is because you the tendency there is, well, I want to change the workouts. I want a new workout this week. Well, the workout's fine. Stay with it, do what you're supposed to do, trust the process, and stay with it for 12 weeks. And then from there, we can change it if we want a little bit, but it doesn't need to be so dramatic, all right? And I know over in the Titan crew that you guys do this, you jump around from program to program when they're completely different programs. And I've said this before, like Strength Gain or Pro Secrets is something you should probably stay on 9 months out of the year. And then for the other portion of the year, then we'll shred up and do Titan Challenge or shreds. All right? Thanks, Mona, for that question. If you're single, let me know. I'm available.
That was funny.
Yeah, frankly, your body jumps. Here's one of the big things, and this is why I hate, and that's why the program I set up, prior to doing the 30-day fast start, I never let people do fasting days or early morning cardio on an empty stomach or anything like that, because of the fact that you see that change and you see the body change, and so you get addicted to it. And so next thing I know is you're fasting all year long. You're doing fasted cardio all year long, and that's not what I set the plan up for. You do it for a short period of time. One of the biggest things is, remember, when we take carbohydrates away as extreme as we do, your body will rebound when you put the carbohydrates back in, because now it doesn't know how to utilize those carbohydrates. Now, the reason why most people will blow up right after a show is because, again, they're not in the metabolic rate that they're working at may be moving fast, but the way they use calories is not. They're not used to those carbohydrates and such a high level. That's why you got to reverse out. Take your time and move out slowly. And that's the same way for my crew that's in the 30-day. I tell them, don't mess around with this. Don't do it for a week and then stop and then go back to it and stop. You're going to destroy your metabolism. And that's for everybody. Understand that if you run away from carbohydrates, your body will forget how to utilize them. So when you put them back in, you know how you put them back in and you're suddenly, I blew up, I put carbs back in. Well, of course you did. You taught your body to function differently. I mean, do you not know that? And I think a lot of people think that their body is functioning perfect 24/7. Understand, we are exercising like madmen and women. So that's going to burn calories. We're extreme dieting, so that's going to be in a deficit, so that's breaking the body down. So we're all doing all this stuff to break the body down. We need to recover and come up slowly. I hope you guys understand that importance. Again, for everybody, we need to come out slowly, smart, and that's one of the biggest things that I want you guys to take this week to recover from the 30-day. All right? Is anybody else in town to train with me besides Steve this week? Please let me know.
Steve is back
Steve
again?
is coming. Get the guest room ready, or the doghouse, whichever.
Yeah. I'll
You
get
guys
the
know what I mean, right?
measurements ready again.
Let's see what else we got here. I'm going to finish up here, guys. I'm going to go back over for everybody. Titan check-ins. Jump over there if you have not already checked in. Put your Titan check-ins. Get it in there because we're going to finish those up in the next couple hours. Titan check-ins for you guys that don't know or anybody that's new here. Titan check-ins is where I help you. I look at your photos. I also look at what program you're on, take in consideration the questions I've asked and you've answered, and then I give you the proper guidance to move forward for the next couple of weeks. That's what Titan check-ins. They're over on michaelhearn.com, so you can jump over there. Also, I hope everybody, I don't care if you got a Microsoft phone, what are the other ones? A smartphone, a Samsung,
Android.
Android, the OS.
iPhone,
No, what's the
iOS.
iOS. I always get. I don't know what even that means. What's iOS mean? My nutrition app. Put in the information, kicks it out, and then also changes every 2 weeks. Give me 24 hours to get that nutrition plan back to you and get you on point. Let's see what else we got here. Thanks, buddy. Let's see, we got, hold on, guys, we got one more question. Mike, what do you think about, wow, I didn't know what that means. So, someone here wrote, hey, Mike, what do you think about a dry fast for 24 to 30 hours?
What's try fast?
I have no idea what a dry fast is. Are you actually saying that no water? I'm assuming that's what you mean a dry fast is. I would think that would be the most idiotic thing in the world. Water is the number one thing to keep your metabolism going. You're already starving your body. Yeah, so I have no idea what that would be. And it's great for the growth hormone? No, the water is great for the growth hormone and keeping the metabolism moving. How is that? Here's the problem with we get into this whole fasting thing. The whole concept of overall health and development. Again, I'm doing it to get people in shape, and I'll use it periodically. Also, it's fun for the mind. But again, if you continue to fast over a period of time, I will check back in on you in a year, and you will be more depleted, possibly injuries, because that lack of nutrients all the time, and teaching your body that calories is what keeps you healthy, not a deficit. And for some reason today, everybody is like, oh no, I got to be in a deficit 24/7. So you're saying you want to be always sliced over always recovering. Okay, because if that's the scoop, good luck. This is not the group for you. I'm not the trainer for you, because you are short-lived and short-sighted. A deficit at no point is going to help you recover. That's why we do a deficit and then get out of it. We get back, we get sliced, then we get back out of the deficit and get into a surplus of food. Again, for you guys that want to fast all year and do all that, this would not be the crew for you. Sorry. I want to get people healthy. And I don't want to get people healthy today. I want to make sure that in a year you're better. In 2 years you're better. In 10 years you're better. I couldn't be here today at 51 years old if I thought in my 20s that I should run away from food and be in a deficit. And I'm so glad that social media wasn't around in my 20s and 30s and almost early 40s. Because of the fact of trying to be sliced 24/7, 7 days a week, I would have never had this long of a career. Never in a million years. I would have been burnt out by 20s. That's it. On that note, is that the dogs? Wow. On that note, Titans, I'm going over to check-ins. You guys are kicking ass. I'm proud of you. Let's get serious for a second. Facebook, proud of you guys. YouTube, you've blown me away. You've blown me away. You've blown Jeff away. You've blown Mona away. You blew Rez back here that's posing away. All of us blown away. Your attitude switched in the last 2 months. Since January 1st, around there, you guys are becoming savages, and I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of you guys. You're taking what I'm telling you, and you're switching it and actually applying it, and you're having a different mindset, and I freaking love it. It's cool to see me living the life, but it's cool to see you guys making that change. I get it. Everybody wants to be in shape. Everybody, but with the mind change, you're all going to be in shape. That's what you missed. Before, you were hoping to get in shape, but you had this soft mindset about, I don't want to do this. I don't want to train legs. I don't want to go heavy. I don't want to do that. Where now you switched up, and I freaking love it. You guys are like, okay, you want to tussle? Let's tussle. And that's pretty badass. So for all of you guys over at YouTube, thank you. Nutrition, right here. Pick it up, rock and roll. This doesn't matter because this is live. So this does nothing for you, but it will in the next video. We'll make it up there. We'll make this thing appear, and then you'll get the nutrition app. Or you can just probably click on down below and find the nutrition app and get going on that. Again, give me 24 hours to 48 hours to get the nutrition plan back to you. And again, does not matter where you're from, what country you are, what religion you are, what race you are. Even if you follow Heath Evans, I don't care. Yeah, I'll work with you if you're willing to put in the work. If you're willing to not waste my time, because time is precious to me, man. I respect my time, and I will not give that stuff away. You will not get a second of my time. It's the most expensive thing in the world. But if you're willing to put in the work, you're willing to do it, you're willing to join the Titan crew, then I'll give you my time. Then you got it. Then you earned it. Have a great day.